I was born into a world of chaos.
I didn't have a normal childhood, I guess you can say.
My dad has been in prison my whole life.
And life was growing up, it was rough. I lost my dad at age 14 and hit the streets, selling drugs, doing drugs.
I experienced a lot of trauma at a young age. Unfortunately, I've been assaulted. Any type that you can be assaulted, I've been through at a young age.
My name is Justin Michael Parra. I am 33 years old and I am a Waco native.
I'm Jillian. I'm from Waco, Texas.
I'm Melissa Vigil. I was born and raised here in Waco. I am a daughter to a teen mom, and I followed her steps as well, became a mother when I was 15.
And I lived half of my life driven by ego and by self, and it led me to drug addiction, it led me to alcoholism, it led me to a very, very, very dark place.
I lost a brother of December 22nd of methamphetamines. My mom, who passed away in January 14th of 2022, I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't even cry. It was that bad. I wanted to die, basically. Losing my mom, that was like my best friend. I went on a journey from January 14th to March 13th. I said, you know what? I just went on a journey and I got high every day. Every day. It was not a day I didn't go without doing drugs.
I believed in God because I was raised Catholic. I just didn't think God liked me. And unfortunately, that went through most of my adult life. I had never had a religion, never had a relationship with Him. I was going through a lot of anxiety and depression.
I had overdosed on drugs when I was 18, flatlined and had to be brought back to life. There were so many times in my life where I should have died for whatever reason, that whatever happened, but I did it.
5 years ago, I tried to end my life, and I felt like I didn't have anybody to go to. That hit me hard last year around this time, because it was the 4-year mark. I worked from home, I was working, and I was like, God, if you're there, just tell me. I need something to believe in. I need to know what love is. And I just remember feeling warmed. I literally felt like I was being hugged. And I started crying because I was like, God, I hated you this whole time. I blamed you this whole time. How do you love me? How do you still love me? And I knew it was Him.
2017, I checked myself into rehab and I met God. I was sitting in the cafeteria in the morning. I had never had an anxiety attack before ever either, and I just felt like all of a sudden the world was closing in on me and I couldn't catch my breath, and I heard a voice say, be still, my child, do not be afraid. And all of a sudden everything stopped. I ended up going back into my ways, and then I went back to rehab, and I only did detox, and on the 7th day, the same thing happened to me, and I heard that voice again. The same thing. I made a full commitment to really do it the right way.
March 13th, I took the cops on a high-speed chase to Waco. They finally got me and took me to depot, and which caused there. And I said, you know what, I want help. So I decided to go to rehab in August 2022. I did a month in there, came out clean. And in July of 2023, I seen Jason post a Facebook thing. Said, if you're tired, you want to change your life. I said, yeah, I would love to try that. So on Sunday, we went to church, me and my ex-wife, and I was high. I was high, but didn't want to be high no more. Asking God just to take it all away from me. I started going to these life groups with Jason, man, it was good. I started feeling the presence of God, and I was still in and out. Then finally, in January this year, I said, you know what, I'm done with it. I was like, man, then I started feeling the presence of God, and then started doing this consistency thing every Wednesday, every Saturday, every Sunday.
That that day, I just researched churches around my area, and I live down the street from Antioch, and I went one Sunday with my children, and we've been every Sunday since.
I feel like God was just molding me slowly, surely. And I'm not finished. He's not finished with me yet. But I know that. But I can see it changing.
You know, through all the trauma, I could have been, become addicted to drugs. I could have lost my children. I could have ended my life 4 years from at that point. But he was there the whole time. Even when I didn't think he was there. I'm getting baptized because I just finally have something to look forward to. I was always scared of death, honestly, and I look forward to joining his kingdom. I look forward to following his word.
This Easter, I asked my ex-wife to marry me again. She was married. My kids' relationship came back. My brothers, sisters, man, I didn't have no relationship with them. But now, I talk to my sister almost every day. I'm reading the Bible every morning. I wake up between 4:30 and 5:30, and I send out a list of scriptures to about 10 to 15 guys. God has changed so much in my life.
My wife was the one that wanted to get baptized. I want to move forward every day living in his will. And I spent my whole life glorifying myself. And now all I want to do is glorify him.
But now that I've been in Christ for going on 6-7 months, I feel God is like telling me, hey, when they said this baptism, I've been thinking about it. I've been seeing about it. But now I feel like it's God. When they said baptism badge, I'm like, whoa, it's my time. And to walk a new life with Christ is what I'm looking for. And I found it now.